Hello everybody, I am back. I tried to make a quick video about what I promised you, how to fit two Rakwireless V2 inside outdoor enclosure. So this is one of the things that I like about Rakwireless. Basically they are very small and compact, and which help me to fit two of them inside this Rakwireless outdoor enclosure that's made from aluminum, which helped me, even this outdoor enclosure helped me to put them, basically two of them inside, and he helped me also to dissipate the heat. This is made from aluminum, and he will help you. It's basically like a big heat sink, and will help you to dissipate the heat out from the miners and the splitter and the amplifier, which very necessary, because if you compact them all in small place, they will be very warm and they will need active ventilation, or they will need something like this, a big heat sink. If you use a plastic box, it will be tricky because they will thermo throttle in the hot days. You must be careful about this when you put a lot of electronics next to each other. Yeah, like I promised you. Basically here, two miners from Rakwireless, like I said, connected to splitter slash combiner. This is two-way splitter, not three ways. And from the splitter connected directly to the bidirectional amplifier, or to be more correct, it's a RX amplifier with the bypass built in for the TX, which allows you to stay in the norms of the regulation of FCC if you are in the US, or in the EU, of course. So you will not be illegal if you use this. They made it custom made for Helium. Even when you go to SharineInc.com, because I know you will ask me about the website, go to SharineInc.com. I'm not sponsored. I just bought it, I test it, I like it, I share it with you. I don't, like you see my previous videos, I don't recommend nothing. So I recommended after a long time ago, sorry, I recommended after a long period of time that I test it, and I'm very sure that he bring me some income and that he function good. That's why I recommend. Even though about this amplifier, he have a big ratio of noise. Even Sorine talk about this miner, he still not even try it, because he read his data sheet and he said in his videos that he have a big noise figure. Well, I didn't see the video from I bought it the moment and I see it, I bought it, and I prefer to test my things before I recommend them. So I test it, he do the job, but I'm still curious how much he will work compared to FLARM Booster. I still wait on FLARM Booster, they are still out of the stock. I still curious if he will make me more money than FLARM Booster. Because unfortunately, you cannot, remember this very important, you cannot put two amplifiers next to each other. For example, if I put one miner connected to amplifier from this brand, and I put another miner connected to another amplifier with another antenna, I tried it. I tried two miners with two amplifiers with two antennas, and unfortunately make me big problem the second amplifier, not this one, the other one, which he saturate everyone. Nobody can witness. Nobody, like literally for 3-4 days I let it. I tell, maybe after few days, 3-4 days, nothing changed, man. Because of the second amplifier, after I call my host, I tell him, please shut down this amplifier, this miner, the third one, because I want to try to make a video comparison which amplifier is better. But unfortunately, It was the second amplifier. He's basically preamp. I already talked about him in my previous video. I was making testing about him, but unfortunately I couldn't make anything because unfortunately you cannot make two amplifiers in the same location. So I must try him separately one more time. The preamp next to this bidirectional amplifier doesn't work. So I shut down the preamp with the other miner, they are offline, and I keep the two of these running like almost 1 month now, if I'm not wrong, at least 3 weeks, if I'm not wrong. And I saw the income that he bring, and it was locally a few days ago it was bad weather and everything, and he even performed in the bad weather. Like I said in my previous video, if you have a bad setup, it will not work in the bad weather. It will be very infected by the bad weather. So this he improved first my signal ratio, my RSSI is better. My SNR is not that great because every amplifier he will reduce anything you add like saw filter or amplifiers, they will reduce your SNR. This is logic. Even Sorine talk about this in his video, but he not reduce so much SNR. But still I'm curious because he have, like we said in his datasheet, he have a big noise ratio. So I need to remove him after I buy the FLARM booster and I try it. And after I will recommend who win, this made in USA or the other made in China and designed by German company. Yeah, this is excited news that he work and I can recommend him. But if you guys want to wait until I test the FLARM booster, it will be better for you to not invest on nothing, save your money until I try the FLARM booster without his own antenna, because I have one with his own antenna. He not perform like I supposed to. He not perform amazing. He perform good but not amazing because he have very small antenna, so I cannot judge him. And unfortunately I didn't find any shop that can modify this booster for me because I not have the proper tools to cut the antenna and solder and connector. Yeah, that's why I keep it like this to my host and I focus on this one. Okay, a rewind. This is bidirectional amplifier with the bypass basically built in with his splitter from the same company. It's with the big wide range. And I recommend what splitter recommended. I will put the link for other splitter with very low dB loss and with very small frequency range. And yeah, now you can buy, guys. But if you are more patient and wait me until I buy the FLARM booster and test it for you, it will be better. My other video will be like the same setup with 3 miners with the bidirectional amplifier connected directly to antenna. Basically I will add even Alamar 400 because 3 miners they cannot fit in this box. I have to put them in outdoor box, and I run Alamar 400 just to make things aesthetic for my host, because like I said, he's crazy about his home and he not want to keep anything look ugly in the balcony. That's why I had to buy another outdoor box to put the 3 miners with Alamar 400, and this amplifier, he will be connected directly to the McGinn 9dB that I have. And after I will run Alamar 400 and I put the other 3 miners. I hope I not confuse you guys. Like I said, always when I make a video, a lot of information come to my head and I try to focus on the topic, but it's hard for me. So my apologies about this. Yeah, the helium subject is a huge and big subject. Yeah, I promise you to show you the photo I want to put it as a thumbnail, but it's a hassle for you to watch from thumbnail. So I think it's much better for you to watch it like this. Look, the amplifier is directly connect to the antenna with this small cable. I cannot fit him here because it's too big. He will not have space. So I did my best to keep the space nice and from the amp. So antenna, it will be here connected to the amplifier, after a cable to the splitter, and from the splitter here comes this small cable. You see why guys I use the APX cable? This is APX cable connected to the RF card of the miner or the concentrator directly with SMA male to the splitter. So no dB loss from the RF card to the splitter. The same thing here from the RF card to the splitter. Not make cable SMA male to RP SMA male and from RP SMA male to the RF card. And try always to reduce the dB loss, especially we are in EU. On our miners, they are very weak, like I said. Look, my setup like this, and I put in the settings 1.2 for my miners, and I still not get any invalid. People ask me, and they tell me how you put 1.2 or 2.8 and everything, and you not get invalid even with amplifier. Because simply, guys, you don't supposed to confuse between the frequencies. The US frequency and the Europe frequency, it's a big difference, like a day and night, in my personal opinion. And I'm not expert, but as a personal opinion. In the US, people, first of all, the big difference, they have the dB power. They have 27 out of the miner, 27 dB. Plus antenna 8 dB is like 35 dBi. And plus amplifier like 20 dB extra on top, or 5 dB or 10 dB. It depends which amplifier they use. Then yeah, it's huge amount of dB and they have to reduce it. In Europe, 14 dBi go out from your miner. And not forget which type of miner you have, okay? And after you will use cables, connectors and everything, you start to lose more. And you use splitter, he will lose 3.5, connectors 0.5, amplifier he lose like 3.5, another connector here he will use 0.5. This is a lot of loss, so the amplifier will help me to compensate the losses. This is one thing. And second thing, the frequency 868 is different than 90, basically 915 from the US. It's like, how to say it? I give you a small example. People in the US, they put their miners in the attic high as possible in their house. Some of them, they cannot access the roof like us in Germany, and they put in the attic or the attic, how they call it, and they can connect with other people's. Here, if you put your miner inside the attic, which I try, I will later make you videos that I try to put inside the attic, I couldn't connect with nothing. With big antenna, 8 dB antenna from Rakwireless, with tuned antenna and everything, but I catch nothing. And it was a distance between the miners, it was like, if I'm not wrong, one is like 1 kilometer, the other one 600 meter, the other one 450, but I play with the hexes, of course. But they was very close to each other. I spoofed the location just to test, to give to everybody, of course, his own hex, to keep all reward scale 1. Like this is very important to keep the reward scale 1. And for you and for your neighbors, not just for the sake of spoofing, it's for the sake to keep your area, to keep the reward in your area high as possible. It's not good to keep the reward scale down. You hurt nobody if you move your location, believe me. Only, okay, I not go off the topic, just you get the point. Yeah, the frequency from Europe, please guys don't compare it with the frequency from the US, because I get comment about this subject and they always misunderstood. In Europe we have the weakest signal, simple as that. Even with amplifiers it's still weak. If there is building block, you can cry to you have to pray to get some witnesses. The high here, we cannot go so high. It's like just few people here in Germany who are lucky enough to live in high buildings and the big cities and everything. But the best thing he make it outside his window or outside his balcony. The roof is very, very, very limited access to people. Here in Germany we have too much rules and you are not allowed to do anything without permission, without asking the renter, or without, how they call it, the building manager, stuff like this. That's why the balcony and outside the window is the best way that you can do it if you are in Europe, especially in Germany. Yeah, this is my setup. Like I said, two miners, splitter, from the splitter directly to the amplifier, from the amplifier directly connect to the antenna, and antenna directly connected to the N-type on top of the box. Basically the minimum of the minimum dB loss. Look, 5 cm cable between the bidirectional amplifier and antenna, and from the antenna from bidirectional amplifier to the splitter is another 5 cm, and from the splitter to the miner is like 15 cm. But it was good that I use 15. That allows me, as it's like you see, it's snug fit. Thanks to God I buy it 15 cm. In your situation buy it smaller as possible, but in my situation, if you want to copy me, you need 15 cm from your RF card to your splitter. He will be very, very snug fit. As you can see, I not have too much extra. Really snug fit. If I buy it any shorter than this, he will not fit. And the amplifier will help me to compensate anyway the losses. You will ask me how I power my amplifier. Basically, this amplifier, he have a cable come directly out from the amplifier. He not have mini USB connector there. And this cable, you just supply him with the 5 volt. They recommend 6 volt, but I didn't have. Basically, I use PoE splitter to power my miners. And one of the PoE splitters of one miner, I cut the power cable and I connect the amplifier with him. So he powered them one miner and one amplifier. And like this, everyone have his power and they work fine. You will ask me about the rewards. Does it double the rewards? Yes, it double my reward. Does it they perform the same? Well, they not 100% the same, because there is a lottery about witnesses. As you all know, there is 14 witness. When anyone beacon, he cannot witness more than 14. Basically 14 person will witness your beacon. And even though they are two miners sharing the same antenna for, like I say, only aesthetic reason, they witness sometimes the same beacon and with the same signal, nothing different between them. Sometimes one witness the beacon, the other doesn't witness. So it doesn't mean sharing the same antenna. They will always say share this. Sorry, that's not mean they are sharing the same antenna that they will witness the same beacon always. They witness him, but it's lottery. Sometimes they choose them both. Sometimes they choose just one miner. This is one of the advantage, like Sorine said, of having two miners in the same location. You have two chance of witnessing any beacon in your area. Sometimes I witness with this one, sometimes I witness with this one, sometimes with both. And the reward or the earnings, there is very, very small earnings differentiate. Some days they are almost identical, some days one make better than the other one. Simple as that. And there is another thing that I notice. When this beacon he go basically to the splitter and he come back and he go to the amplifier, but part of it he go even to this miner. When we say this, he will beacon. When he beacon this, he will witness him too. When he witness him, basically he get invalid. Yeah. When he get invalid, he slow down. Okay, this is very important. He kind of slow down. This is my theory about them, because I see when the moment one of the, because to me, I don't know if to you the same thing. My beacons, sometimes they beacon every day, my miners, sometimes 1 in 3 days. Sometimes every one of them beacon every single day. Some of them, they stay like 3 days, doesn't beacon. When he have a good day of witnessing, he not have time to beacon. This is my theory, he not have time to beacon. And when he just busy with witnessing, like I said, and he just beacon, he not send his own beacon, he perform better and he will be a good day of reward, even he doesn't beacon. But the moment when he witness a beacon from this one, he kind of slows him down. This is my theory that is made by basically Helium people. They make it in the algorithm. When RSSI too high, they slow things down. And after he start to slow down, and this is start to catch up in the reward. In the end of the day or of the week, basically almost similar. But if this, they behave sometimes a little bit different. Sometimes because the beacon, it's a little bit, how to say, kind of spontaneous. It's not, sometimes this beacon 2 times per day, sometimes 1 time per day, sometimes he make 3 beacon per day and he not beacon anymore. Sometimes he not beacon 3 days and after he start to beacon. This is not stable thing, the beacon, like I said. So I hope you get the point what I try to say. The rewalls, theoretically they are identical, almost 90% identical, 10% difference between the beacons, and when he gets invalid witnesses, it kind of slows him down. In the bad weather, the amplifier help them to stay a little bit stable. You will tell me how you know this, because I have another host without amplifier. I tried the same setup without amplifier with 2 different antennas. My other host, he have an amplifier from jetvision with his own antenna, and he have another amplifier miner with 8 dB tuned antenna from Rakwireless, to see which one bring better without amplifier. Basically, the jetvision amplifier, he bring the same reward as the 8 dB antenna without amplifier, which mean the amplifier from jetvision with small antenna doesn't worth his money, in my personal opinion. Yeah, when it's bad weather though, the jetvision, he stay with the same earnings, but the 8 dB antenna go down in the earnings. You see, the amplifier help you very much in the bad weather. So this is a quick resume about amplifiers. This is just small part because I not want to make you another 1 hour video like the last time, because like I said, there is a lot of information. Please let me know in the comment, you want small videos or long video with a lot of information. You decide, guys. Simple question. I want, please, simple answer. Please, I want long videos, or please, I want short videos. Simple as that. Now I will take a holiday, and in this holiday I will try to spend it at home because of you guys, and try to install my devices, the 3 miners in one location, and after that I will try to focus more on my videos, to put you a lot of videos as I'm planning. Hopefully, knock on the wood, the plan work and they put you a lot of videos as possible. Later when I'm working, when I come back in the work, at least I have some videos on back hold for you guys. If you have any question or any ideas about any videos in the future, let me know. Another question always they keep asking me, if you put two miners they will be one relayed, why not? Me, like I say, I have a Vodafone router. He work like a VPS. He port forward alone. I not even do nothing. I'm lucky. My host have a Vodafone, and Vodafone port forward any type of port without even try to port forward. He will make just plug it to internet and finish. Don't port forward nothing if you are in Germany. But if you are the rest of the world, you need to buy VPS. Don't buy Mango. It's cheap but a hassle. Don't buy Mango VPN. It's cheap, but it's hassle to set him up, as a personal opinion. But do as you want, guys. I'm not tech savvy, but for me, Mango router, it's too much work. There is another video about another router. It costs like 17 euros. It's like $18. It's a little bit expensive, of course, but it's very, very, very easy to set him up. Please don't ask me to make a video about him, because I'm not an IT person and I will not explain what's going on very well. Me personally, I don't need him, but you 100% you will need him to port forward. So watch tutorial about VPS videos, and they will show you how to port forward the second miner. I did some testing in other location, basically in my home. In my home, I had to port forward one miner. Please, guys, try to not to focus. At my home, not my host's home. I tried before one miner without port forwarding, one with port forwarding. There is a difference on rewards, okay? And you must port forward because you put stress on other miners close by, and some people, though, they say it's not big different, but for my situation it was big different. But I didn't run the test for a long time. Basically, I was just testing this setup in my home to not see him that he will not burn, and he was working perfectly after I decided to take him to my host. Because like I say, test in your home, make sure function 100%, and then put it to your host home, because it's very hassle to go to the host and make appointment, and he give you time to not make him to hit the day that he he say yes for you to put your miners to him. Make it very, very easy on your host as possible, because without your host you are lost. I hope you understand me. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment. Please like and subscribe and activate the notification bell, because most of my viewers, they are not subscribers. So come on, guys, at least what you can do, subscribe and like the video to spread this information with others. Yeah, simple as that. If you have question, until now every question you ask me, guys, I answer you. People send me emails, I answer them. So at least you can do, please subscribe to motivate me to continue basically these videos. I'm not asking nothing. This is just for motivation reasons, because like I said, I'm not making this for money. And thanks to everyone who was very nice to the emails, and they send me, they want to give me free miners and everything, and I tell thank you very much, especially people from US, very, very gentle from you. But thank you very much. I'm already in hustle with the European miners. I not win to manage other miners and out there in USA. But again, thank you very much. I forgot his name, but he know himself. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, I hope you understand what I tried to say. Please put me in the down comment which subject you want me to speak about next. and you want long videos, small videos, or one long video with a lot of information in, like this, you don't have to look for multiple videos, or small videos and you specific subject. See you in my upcoming video. I love you all. Peace.